Okay, here we go, folks. We're going on to 12-3, work together. So far we have computed our employees' earnings, their regular earnings, their overtime earnings, their total earnings, and we figured out how to compute their federal income tax, their Social Security, their Medicare. A lot of times employers will also deduct things like health insurance, retirement, or could be any kinds of different things that companies will deduct. But the difference between what they earn, or their total earnings, minus all their deductions, will be something called net pay. Net pay is what your paycheck is actually for. All right? So that's what we're working on right now. We see this payroll, and it tells us it's the pay period ending July 15th. And then we're using the federal tax withholding lessons that I showed you a few minutes, and the tax rates of 6.2, 1.45. And they're saying that neither employer has reached tax base. That's if you make a certain amount of money, they don't withhold Social Security anymore, or Medicare. It also wants us to withhold $60 for health insurance for each one of them, and $15 for Roth IRA, which is retirement benefits. All right, so here we go. It asks us for, it says that it's for tax ended July, tells us this in the directions, 15th, 20, dash, and we're also going to pay it July. Oops. Come on. July. Can't spell. $15th. Okay. I'm going to make this bigger for you too. And for me. I'm not just doing it for you. Make it easier for all of us. All right. So Edward Johnson's regular was $1,320. His overtime was $112.50. So his grand total was $1,432.50. We also see that Edward is married and he has 2 allowances. His total amount that he made was $1,432.50. So we're going to go, he's married, we're going to go to our married withholdings. Okay. I've already gone ahead and highlighted to make it easier for you to follow along. But with him making $1,432.50 and having 2 allowances, it brings us to $61 as his federal income tax. Okay. Social Security is 6.2%. So we take $1,432.50 and multiply it by 6.2%. And we get 88.8815. Okay, we've got to round. This is where you're going to make some mistakes and you don't want to get stuff wrong over a half a penny. 88.82. Okay, can't stress this enough. Social Security is going to be that total, $1,432.50 times 1.45%. That's going to be $20.77. Health insurance, the directions tell us up here that everybody's paying $60, so that's what we're typing in. And everybody's paying $15 for their retirement. Okay, so now we're going to total just the deductions. Okay, just the deductions all together here. Total up to $245.59. All right, so to determine their net pay, you're going to take their total wages minus their total deductions. Okay, so that's $1,432.50 minus $245.59, and that will bring us to $11,891. $11,891. 86.91. All right, onward. Here we have Janice Nelson. She's single with one exemption. Her total pay was $971.75. But we're going to go to the single. $971.75. I went ahead and highlighted for you. With one exemption, brings you to $76. All right. Come back here. Put $76 here. All right. Take that $971.75 and multiply that by 6.2%, and we get 60.252485. You got to round it. 60.25. Okay, we're going on. The next Medicare is $971.75 times 1.45% equal $1,409, and $60 for health insurance, $15 for retirement plan. Total deductions. I'm going to add them all up, and you come up with $225.34. Alrighty. Now, we're going to figure out what their net pay is. That's their gross pay, their total pay, minus their deductions. So we're going to subtract $971.75 from, and we're going to subtract $225.34 from it, which gives us $746.41. All right. We're going to grade step 1. We're going to go to the next step. All right, for our next step, pretty easy. On this one, we only have 2 employees, but whether we have 2 employees or 2,000 employees, we're going to have to add every single one of these columns up to get our total payroll, the total amount that we're going to owe, because you know we're going to make journal entries out of every single one of these columns. All right, so I'm going to make it easy for you. $22.40 is the first one. The next one is $164.25. The next one is $24.04.25. I swear like this still doesn't seem like it's big enough. Oh yeah, there we go. $137 is the next one. $149.07 is the next one. The next one is $34.86. $120. $30. $479.03. $479.93. $470.93. I get it right. $470.93. And then the total net pay that we're cutting checks to these employees are $1933.32. All right, just a simple adding exercise. That should be easy for you, no problem. All right, last step. All right, so this is one of those questions that's going to have a little bit of information up here and a little information in the directions. Remember what I told you about directions. So each employee is going to have their own little record of what they earned each pay period, okay? And so what they want you to do is enter the July 15th payroll on Mr. Johnston's quarterly earnings record from the payroll register. And so they give us some information about him. And July 15th payroll would go for which quarter? Well, January, February, March are the first quarter. April, May, June is the second quarter. July, August, September are the third quarter. So this would be the third quarter, which would end September 30th. Okay. Because the payroll is in July 15th. Okay. John's marital status is married. Okay. And if you'll remember, and if you're not sure, it's giving you right here. His marital status is married and he has 2 allowances. So we put that in there. His rate of pay. Again, if you don't remember what his rate of pay is, come on up here. And it says he makes $15 an hour. And so we're going to put $15 an hour in here. Social Security number is in here, and it tells us that he is a sales manager. So we'll type that in here. All right. So the first thing we have to know is his accumulated earnings. Well, it tells us right here that his accumulated earnings, that means what he's already made this up till this point this year, because this thing is, we're just starting July 15th here. So $17,218 is his accumulated earnings. Okay. Then we just have to fill out these numbers based on this stuff up here. So I'm going to unpin it. All right. And I'm just going to start copying from what I see up at the top. 1320, 112.50. His total is $1432.50. $61 was his federal income. $88.82 was Social Security. $20.77 was his Medicare. $60 for health, $15 for $245.59, and his net pay was $1,186.91. 91 cent per in. There we go. All right. So what goes here? He's earned. Listen to this word earned. That's how much he's earned. So please don't just add the net pay amount to that. He earned $1,432.50. That's how much he earned. So that's what you add to the accumulated earnings. So you take $17,218 and add his earnings this time, which is $1432.50, and his accumulated earnings are $18,650.50. Okay, that's where a lot of people go wrong here. They just want to add that, but earnings are what he earned. So make sure you come back over here and get his total earnings. Okay. We can go ahead and grade it, possibly. Woohoo, we got it all right. Another video for you.